So, guys, what's up? Welcome back again, and this is a ranting video, like one of my other videos. If you want to have a look, you can look. And I haven't ranted in a long while for sure, so here it is. So, there are a lot of things going on at the moment, and specifically the thing with job search, you know how hard it was. Everything was, and I was posting videos on interviews, getting dressed, and finding internships if you're not able to land a full-time job. And I saw a lot of resources, and when you are in that phase of searching for a job, that's the only time you can bargain on, like, I have to look here, I have to look there, I have to find the best resources. And um, that's the time you have the fire in you, so you look for a lot of places, you try to find the best one for yourself initially. Later on, you just keep on lowering your expectations because you feel like, okay, I'm not going to get this one. But you should you should be proud that you tried, to find the best place first. Just because I did, and I feel proud about that, and I don't regret it, because I know that I tried my level best to search for marketing jobs, specifically in like areas like branding, advertising, and social media management was the last thing that I looked at, because I have personally my own Instagram, like I have used on a personal level but not as a management level. And that was the moment when I felt that, because there was one of the career fairs. If you are familiar with the career fairs from the university, you might know that there are lot of companies coming on that day, from like they're tied up from your college. They come not as a placement but just for networking, like if you ring it the right way. And people sometimes don't like the college, they don't tell you, like they will guide you how to dress up, like what should be your elevator pitch and all that. Um but just cause I didn't understood what was I supposed to do there, because they were just directing us to a QR code. And trust me, guys, and I say this, that I didn't scan those QR codes because I was so much overwhelmed. And it is just not because my lack of discipline. Even one of my disciplined classmates, I saw that she also did the same thing, because we all were overwhelmed, because they were like 16 to 20 companies coming in, and then we would collect brochure of all of them, and then we would never sit and apply for jobs. And those would be the dedicated ones who actually applied, and they follow up with the person whom they met. They exchange their LinkedIn or so, and then they email, etc., and they followed up, and they might have like landed a job. I don't know how rare the occurrence of those people would have been, but like I never really thought that someone would actually go get a job from such job fairs, where just you have to upload your resume to a website, just like any other company's website. But it actually works. And I later got to know from one of my seniors that the QR code they gave you to upload your profile, that's a different QR code than the ones they keep it out for public. So they know that this person has contacted me from so and so university, and so people already came from that university. So you guys are the special ones. So I won't say much on like apply. It's up to you. And yes, I just want to tell you that it happens that people get jobs through career fairs. It is true, I have seen it. And if swung in the right direction, it might work wonders for people um, who can make it work. Sometimes it's just luck, honestly, and actually, luck is the case. I have also heard from um, people that luck is also, the case. So it's not always that, that you will find someone who will cross your path and you will get a job. No, it's not like that. It's like you have to go out and look, and you have to do your part first, and then luck comes in. And you that day when you are like giving your interview, when you're talking to that person, you might not have thought like um, like this is they're going to offer you a job, or like you were not dressed well that day, or you were just on you are not on your best self, or you are not pretending to be your best self, whatever. So sometimes it happens like that, and then you, you get an offer letter or something like that. So it happens. Mm, so that's the thing. Another thing, I have a lot to say actually, and we have reached 6 minutes, and still I'll say a little bit more on this, on my personal experience. So I started late my job hunting. Of course, I was on the lookout for a job. I was tensed about it. I was a little bit worried about it. And I think that there was a point when I had to let go of being worried about getting part-time jobs, because not a lot of people are getting, so you might also not get. So don't set your expectations that you're going to get, but keep on looking, without being indifferent attitude, having that attitude, so that when you face it that you're not getting, you will not fall flat. You will not be like, you will not be sad, or like disappointed in yourself. So that's not up to you guys, because like looking for part-time jobs like desk jobs, or working as a barista, or like working as a customer service person, like billing in the counter, or like serving, like those jobs doesn't require qualifications. I mean i mean really, guys, really, you think about it, and let me know whether I'm being judgmental. So um, so pushing yourself hard because you're not able to land one of those jobs is stupidity. So don't do that. Don't beat yourself up if you're not able to get it. Okay. Um. Another thing would be that um um be always on the long side. Don't be the short-sighted person. Don't be that guy. And think about far. I used to do this thing when I was in school. So when I was in school, I used to think that what happens if I pass out from my school, what memories would I have? Like, what sports would I used to play? Like, I would remember missing the sports day, like not showing up and not doing my part. And guys, I sucked. I really sucked. Because maybe I was like out of shape, and I would really go to that 100-meter race, because I have been in college, because I have been doing it in my school. So that was the fire in me, and like thing back in my head that I should do it. So I did it, and I feel very embarrassed of that thing. But then I feel like if I had not gone, then that would have been a much more a thing that I would think of, that I didn't show up. For me personally, I don't know about you guys, and girls, females out there, um, I want you to, I want to cheer you guys that, you know, don't always feel like you got to win, and don't go out there to win. Winning might mindset is good. Well, have a participating mindset first, and willing will come because if you don't give up, the first thing you participated and you didn't win, would you give up? And if you give up, then you know what happens, like there is a rangoli competition, there is a card making competition, there is a snack making competition, or there is a dance competition. And if you give up, if you feel that I failed in dance competition, I won't be able to do cooking, I won't be able to win in rangoli making, then that's foolish. Because there is a blind spot, um, there is the gray area. So sometimes people see it in you that you can actually do it and you don't know about it. Sometimes they also don't know and you also don't know. So you have to try and do it. So it is scientific. I am not able to remember the name of that grid, but it is there. Sometimes you know and sometimes people know. And then sometimes you know and they know it too. So you have to pursue it, you have to pursue it. There are a lot of things like talent. You want to hunt, find your talent and go for um follow your talent and continue doing that, and do not listen to the rest of the world, because guys, it's truly important to avoid the noise. Because when you avoid the noise, you are able to truly focus on yourself and not be always self-centered. That is also true, because I have seen that when I got carried away, like of course Instagram was the prime one of the prime factors that I got carried away from, because it kept on telling that self love is good, but not being self-centered. Because guys, when you know it would, like, people will tell you, like Instagram will tell you to be selfish, and I figured out that half of the thing there is just, it's just trash. It's garbage. Clearly it is garbage. You know why? Because if they are like a lot of people over there, okay, crores of people, and they have different philosophies. And if you are listening to at least, if you're following at least 100 people on your account, then you are hearing 100 different philosophies. You're influenced by 100 different people profiles. And just imagine the impact if you are letting it to do yourself and unknowingly you do it, because that's the social mechanism that we all are already soaked into. And it's better to realize it, and then be conscious of it and make a conscious effort to break off from it, and then it's going to be fine. So I don't know like what philosophy I followed, maybe not from Instagram, maybe from somewhere else, but somewhere not, that was not my philosophy, and I tried to be selfish, tried to like go for myself all the time. And you know what it made me feel? It didn't make me go out of my comfort zone. It made me locked in, because the things I can't do, I was restricted. But when you do it for someone else, everything fades away. You focused on that person means like helping out, and then you don't care about it. So whatever. So there's pros and cons of everything and every coin. So if you have to make a decision and regret it eventually, then make sure that decision is yourself. So at least you have that satisfaction that, and you don't beat around the bush that it was not yours to make. So don't blame anyone in your life. take charge of your life, be responsible. And I'm not the one to say this, but I have taken charge of a few things at least in my life, and one of the things would be my dreams. And it made me, talk, talk, talk back. And it is not always the good thing, but then in this case, I'm glad that I did because I stood up for my dreams. I fought for my dreams. And it is true that the dreams may not always be the same as you imagined it to be, but for some reason, those dreams are in you, and you have to make your younger self proud who dreamed that dream. And it should come together at the end, right? Even I am not able to see the big picture now because I told you my stories how I was struggling, but I fulfilled my dream and I got to experience a lot of good things as well. So they say that to understand the life backwards. So let's keep it that simple and not think about anything else. What what could have happened, what didn't happen. Because having the present is everything. And life is a gift. I was seeing Titanic recently yesterday and that the hero was like that. He was like, I have air in my lungs and I have my papers because he was an artist. So for artists, I feel it is different. They can't like if they're a singer, you can't stop singing. If you are an instrument playing artist, you can't go without playing. There's different nasha, drug, like a drug. You're addicted. Then if you are addicted, be addicted to your passion. Be addicted to the things that you truly love doing. And it's like a lot for this video, and I don't know whether anyone has stayed till long. And if you had, I don't know what kind of person you are here. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye bye. This is me signing off.